Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Receivables Performance Management from their credit report, and in many cases without paying their debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that Receivables Performance Management or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance or any other major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that'll work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or, if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we're happy to do that for you as well. Now, I'll say just give us a call today. You can find our number in the description area below, and we'd be happy to hear from you. But what I want to do today is I want to go through some of the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one that I have here I think is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Receivables Performance Management? And I put this one at the top of the list because we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. Few people are really taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So now, who is Receivables Performance Management, and why are they on your credit report? So they are what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency, and they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? Now, for example, let's imagine that you have, for whatever reason, an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000. Receivables Performance Management could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But they don't try to collect the $100. They try to collect the $1,000 from you, which gives them, if successful, a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money. Damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is a primary strategy that they have to get you to pay. However, the thing about that is that, again, a lot of people don't know this, is paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So I always say a lot of time, paying it isn't actually in your best interest and really could just be a waste of money. Now, in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. Now, in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, even calling a lot, or calling your family members and colleagues. But I want to say that if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you again may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case that you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with Receivables Performance Management? Settling your debt with Receivables Performance Management depends on your goal, really. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, I always say paying isn't the best option, as strange as that may sound. The reason why is what I had just mentioned before. Even if you pay that collection, it'll remain on your credit report for 7 years, and that whole time is going to be damaging your score, right? So instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts for you, and if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed. And this This is a win-win, right? You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. How do you remove receivables performance management from your credit report, right? Great follow-up question. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Now, I will say that the knowledge required to do this is more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared that you may spend weeks, maybe months learning how to do it properly. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, and then you can ensure that it'll be done properly the first time, and ensure that you could save that extra time that you'd be putting into learning. We're happy to take care of it for you. We've dealt with receivables performance management accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'll be happy to take care of it for you too if you prefer. How can you get receivables performance management to stop calling you? Yeah, as I mentioned before, receivables performance management calling is really just their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Okay. What do I got here? Will receivables performance management try suing or garnishing my wages? I get asked this all the time too. And the truth is, them suing you is kind of unlikely. It can and does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. And the reason is there's a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win. And it's a long process, and they don't want to deal with it. However, why risk it? If we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with receivables performance management? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Receivables Performance Management has purchased. They're governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA, and also, I referenced them before, but the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, these acts can seem complicated, but they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use them properly. Okay? But if you don't have time to research these acts, I don't blame you. It's not a problem. Call us today, and we can discuss your options. And again, our number will be in the description area below. And with that, that's all I have. Thank you.